welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you my favorite bronzer from Drugstore. Few days back one of you guys asked me to do this type of video, so here I am. I'm also going to do my favorite highlighter from Drugstore, so keep an eye for that. But yeah, today I'm going to discuss all about bronzer, and I'm including only powder bronzer, not any liquid product in this video. So yeah, hope this video will be helpful. So let's get started to the video and discuss all the bronzer. So if you are new into makeup and you don't know how to use bronzer, then basically bronzer can be used to give some color back to your face. Once when we use foundation and concealer and powder, our face normally look flat, like in one color, and that doesn't look very natural. So to give little bit of color or little bit of that bronziness or bronze color on the peripheral of our face, we generally use a bronzer. Either you can go for a liquid bronzer or a powder bronzer, but I personally like powder bronzer. And if you are new into makeup and if you are a beginner, then I would also highly suggest to go for a powder bronzer. So you can use your bronzer on the peripheral of your face, like in this area as well as in this area. It also helps to carve out your face structure a little bit, and it will give little bit of shadow to your face and little bit of that slim look to your face and your cheekbone area. So yeah, that's a little bit information why we use bronzer. So there are no first or second favorite of mine. I'm just going to pick randomly one by one, and I'm going to talk about the bronzer. So the first one here is this NYX matte bronzer, and here I'm showing you in the shade Deep Tan, and this is how it looks like. So I've been using this bronzer from past 1.5 or 2 years. By this time I started my YouTube channel, from that time I've been using this and I really love this bronzer. You can get NYX bronzer from Target or Ulta, and NYX is also available in India. I really like the formula. It's very creamy. The color is also very good. If you are of my skin type, then this color will perfectly match you. NYX has I think 3 or 4 color of bronzer, but I chose Deep Tan. This bronzer is mostly towards the warm side. This doesn't look very orangey on your skin, but I really love this bronzer because of the formula and the color, and it easily shows on my skin. So if you are of my skin tone or a little bit darker, also this bronzer will definitely work. It retails for around I think $9 or $10. The second bronzer is this. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. So basically this is a dual color palette which has 2 color, like this yellow shade as well as this bronzer shade or this contouring shade. They have marketed this palette as their contouring palette, but I don't like to use this shade as my contouring color because this is definitely on to very warm side. It has little bit of that light orange color undertone to it, so I definitely like this to use as my bronzer. Here I'm showing you is in the shade Caramel Toffee. One more shade is I think Dulce de Leche. In that palette the bronzer is more towards a little bit of cooler tone, so if you want to get that, then you can definitely use that shade as your contour shade. But if you are my skin tone or even darker, then this shade will definitely work. But if you are a little bit lighter than my skin tone, for referral I'm in the shade NC42 in MAC, then this shade will look a little bit orangey or muddy, so I don't suggest you guys to pick this palette if you are of lighter than me. But if you are darker or of my skin tone, this will definitely work. But make sure this powder are very pigmented and a little bit of powdery, so when you use this bronzer, go a little bit light-handed. Especially pick a brush which has very, not densely packed. The bristle are something like this. As you can see, it's very fluffy, so it picks very less product. So you can go for this type of brush. And again, Wet n Wild products are very expensive. It is I think of $5. The next bronzer is this one. This is from the Physician Formula Bronze Booster, and again I'm in the shade medium to dark. This looks something like this. As you can see, this color is little bit lighter than the previous one, the Wet n Wild one, but it works perfectly fine on my skin tone. If you are darker than me, then I don't know whether it's going to work on you or not. Again, both this bronzer are completely matte. There are no shimmer onto it. But coming to this Physician Formula bronzer, when I bought this, there was a very small sparkle or glitter into it, but it didn't show on my skin. But once I started using this, right now I can say there is no sparkle or there is no shine in the powder. It's completely matte right now. I think the upper surface of the bronzer was like this, but I really like this. It gives me a very natural kind of bronzer as compared to this NYX one and the Wet n Wild one. This definitely has more towards that neutral undertone bronzer. Physician Formula bronzer are little bit expensive as compared to the other. It retails for around $13 I guess, but if you go to Ulta or if you shop from Ulta, they always have buy one get one 50% off. So try to find that type of deal if you want to purchase this. But if you are lighter than me, then you can try out this bronzer from Physician Formula. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physician Formula. I really love the formula of this and it smells so good. But the only problem is that it doesn't come with more shade. It comes only in 2 shades, and here I'm showing you is in the shade Bronzer, and one more shade was light bronzer I guess. Even this shade is quite light for me. If I use this bronzer, I don't think that people can see this on camera. I can probably use this bronzer in winter time when I'm not tan, but still it's very natural. So if you are lighter than me, then you can probably pick this up. But if you are of my skin tone, or even if you are of little bit darker than me, then I don't recommend this. You can go for this bronze booster. The next bronzer is this one. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powder. Technically it's not a bronzer. They have marketed this as a press powder or a compact powder, but I got this compact powder or this press powder little bit darker shade than my skin tone, just to use this as my bronzer. And I told you guys so many times, if you are not finding a good bronzer in your local market, you can pick a press powder or a compact powder 3 to 4 shades darker than your normal skin tone, and you can use that as your bronzer. So the same thing I did here. Here I'm showing you is in the shade Dark Cafe, and this is how it looks like. The formula of this Wet n Wild powder is beautiful. It has a very silky texture to it, and also it's very affordable. I think it's under $5. So Wet n Wild brand is really inexpensive, and they do have very great products. This bronzer is more towards that neutral to cool undertone. If you want to get more pigmentation or more color, you can go for a densely packed brush, something like this. Again, this one is from Wet n Wild angle brush. This brush is only $1. So you can go for this type of brush if you want that the bronzer should show on your skin. But if you want to go for a natural kind of bronzy look, then you can pick a brush something like this, which are very fluffy, so that you don't pick much color to your brush. Now the next bronzer is, which I don't have currently with me right now, but I have shown you guys in my other makeup tutorial. That was the Maybelline, I think, Master Palette, which comes in 3 powder. One is bronzer, one is blush, and one is highlighter. And I'll show you the picture right over here. You can see it right now. This palette retails for $10. I used to use in the shade Dark. So if you are traveling or if you are a beginner and you don't want to spend your money on so many different products, then I would suggest definitely this palette, as this palette comes in with one bronzer, one blush, and a highlighter. So you are all sorted with this palette. So my most favorite are these 5 bronzer, but still I wanted to give you guys 2 more options if you are in the market and you are not able to find these 5. The next bronzer is this one. This is the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder. So basically this is a duo. Hopefully you can see this. It comes in one blush and a bronzer. This bronzer is broken, so I can't flip this up. This palette retails for I think $3 or $4 if I'm not wrong. Showing you is in the shade Fizzy Matte. This is a very good compact palette if you are on the go or if you are traveling somewhere, because it includes a blush as well as a bronzer. Also, if you are into newly into makeup, so you can go for this palette as you don't have to spend a lot of money. And the last one is again from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. It has SPF 15 in it, and I am here showing you guys in the shade Ticket to Brazil, but this is completely broken, so I cannot open this up. As you can see, the pan is very huge and it retails for I think $4 or $5, but I'm not using this as often as the shade is lighter for me. This is not a very bronzer right now for me. So if you are lighter than me, then you can pick the Ticket to Brazil shade, but if you are of my skin tone or darker, then they do have one more shade, so I think that will probably work. This bronzer also have a little bit of teeny tiny particle of shimmer, so this is not completely matte. So if you like little bit of the glowy bronzing skin, then you can go for this type of bronzer. So yeah guys, those are all my favorite bronzer from Drugstore. So hope this video is helpful if you are trying to find some bronzer in the drugstore at affordable price. Also do let me know what are your favorite bronzer from Drugstore. I would love to try if that is not there in this range, and if you have already tried any of these, do let me know your thoughts as well, whether you like it or you don't like it, and write down all the products name as well as the link in the description box below, so that it will be helpful for you to find out. If you like this type of video and if you want me to do my top drugstore highlighter, then please like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.